I don't know how many of you guys do YouTube videos, but why is it as soon as you start making a video, either the road traffic picks up or the guy next door decides to use his weed whacker?
So 117?
You got it.
I'll give you a card.
We have a little Civil War collector, so that'll be something he will appreciate.
Oh, yeah.
Well, today we are winterizing the camp. Honestly, I had forgot about this, and it wasn't until we came down to check on the barn on the way home from our Reno and Tulsa show that I realized, oh boy, we got to do the winterizing. So winterizing the camp, and then we're heading back to Portland. Turn it off. All right, well, I think I still have a few questions to answer and a few more that came in since the last time I did a little Q&A. I have to say that I always have grand expectations on how much I can accomplish when we take off on one of our road trips, and I'll tell you, the days just fly by, and I always think I'm going to have time to make a quick video and do something like these questions and answers. And before you know it, we're settling in, watching a little disappointing news, and heading off to bed to start the next day. All right, well, that sun is down. Hopefully we'll catch a nice sunset here. All right, this is from Steve, 31410 or 31410. I don't know. First of all, thanks for the question. He says, I just received my GP5. That's the GP5 / single sideband radio from the great guys at CountyCom. That is an awesome radio, by the way. Congratulations. He just got it for Amron and for single sideband use. Looked about for an hour for a wrap like you showed on your long wire antenna. Where do you find that handle? And to use a longer wire than 20 feet. So I do have a covert communicator is what I call it, and that's a narrow gauge 20, I think it's 25 feet, goes into a little spool that can stick in a pocket or in a nook and cranny in a comms bag, and I use that for the GP5. I have another bigger longer wire, almost 50 feet if I'm not mistaken, on a bigger wrap, and that I use for my Texan PL880, but you can also use it for the GP5, and that's a heavier gauge wire. And I use a heavier gauge wire because it is 50 feet, and you need that extra strength if you're suspending it at two ends for 50 feet. And the handle, boy, you don't need to get one of my handles. You can certainly go to a kite shop and get a kite winder. You can also make one out of thin plastic or masonite. And I am prototyping a handle, and we're going to be going into production on those, but we do have those on our website as well. But you can certainly find other options besides the one that we have on our website. And I just shipped one out in the mail today, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, Steve, thanks. And congratulations on a great radio. Jennifer Little, she said, hi, David, Jennifer here. And every YouTuber likes to hear this. She says, you have an amazing YouTube channel and website, exclamation point. And I appreciate that. Thanks. We put a lot of time and effort into the website, and I try to do my best on the YouTube videos, so I appreciate the compliment. But Jennifer is my Uber driver, and this was very cool to get a message from her, and she said, yes, I would be happy to do an interview with you next time. Cool. I do live very close, so I am sure we can meet up again. I shared your YouTube info with some friends. Loved watching both you and Beth in the videos. So Jennifer, thank you. And thank you for an awesome first Uber experience. I'm sold, and I will be using Uber in the future. And young lady, I do hope that you're my driver again, because I do plan on pointing a camera at you and having you tell your Uber story and also just your interesting story here in this area. So thank you for saying that you'll share that. Happy Thanksgiving, Jennifer. This is from Videos by Mike, and I wanted to answer his question, but also just say, hey, Mike, thanks for all the support. You've been a frequent commenter, and I appreciate the support. For a long time, I was not able to comment on your videos, and I think it might have to do with the way you have your preferences set up, but just recently I've been able to reply, and so I just wanted to say formally thank you for your support and comments. He said, David, will you be attending the Orlando Hamcation in February 2016? Hopefully sometime in the future, Mike, but we won't be this year. We've got a pretty full schedule already shaping up for 2016. Okay, this I thought this was funny. This is from K7SJA. That's a ham radio call sign, by the way. 73, my friend. Another great video, my friend. I got to say, if I was a TSA guy in my windowless airport room watching my monitors, you would be the person I'd be on the radio for a follower to watch. You just look a tad bit suspicious to me. I hope that was said in good humor. I think it was. Anyway, 73, and I think the TSA do watch me a little bit. I seem to get searched quite a bit. This one, this is from Fish Landing. This was very cool. A recent video I posted when we were at the Reno Gun Show. Beth and I attended the Winchester Arms banquet. We joined Winchester Arms Collectors Association, WACA, and we gifted that to a couple of our friends, and we attended the banquet. It was a lot of fun. Why did we do that? If you guys are married, don't let your wife buy something that you might then have to fill. So Beth bought a antique Winchester rifle rack that mounts on the wall with a nice little lock drawer. I thought it was kind of cool, so we got it. I think that was on our way out of St. Louis. Now what do we have to do? We have to buy Winchester rifles for the rifle rack. So anyway, Fish Landing said, dang, the Pledge of Allegiance. You just don't hear that anymore. Well done. I agree. This is from Artisan Tony. Tony, I've been a longtime fan. Tony said, why is it the last gun show? And then Mark John Brown also asked, why is this your last Tulsa gun show, last Reno show? And the answer to that is we have been booked at a number of other events that will be conflicting with those shows in 2016. If any of you do shows like this, you know that at the end of the show, you pay the promoter for the next show, and that secures your spot for the future show. And because we have a conflict, we did not pay the promoter and consequently lose our spot. Anyway, thanks for putting up with that boring Q&A session, and I will try and do more in the future. I love getting comments, and some of them I think are just fun to share via the video format. I do want to say thank you to everybody who has shown support for the channel. I certainly appreciate the thumbs up. Every YouTuber does. And I certainly do appreciate the subscriptions. So thank you very much. And I'm going to take this time to wish all of you from my family a very happy and blessed Thanksgiving. 73 to my ham friends.